Alright, hey guys, this is gonna be a bit of a serious video. Um, this video is going to be about, just one of my past experiences with a server I was in, and, one of my closest friends at the time, JL. Um, just a few disclaimers. Um, I'm making this video for, a few reasons. One is to clear the air between just what happened between me and JL, because a lot of people don't know and have been contacting me about him. Um so just to clear the air about what happened there. And two is I know there are a lot of people out there struggling with depression, myself included, and I don't want anyone to struggle and go through the same stuff that I had to do and what I had to lose because I let my depression get the best of me. Um, so yeah, and two, JL, gonna be talking about him a lot in this video. He is in no way a bad person. I am not trying to paint him as a boogeyman. He is a good guy. Heck, that's why I became friends with him in the first place. He is a good guy. He just went through some stuff that it honestly he just let it get the best of him too. So in a way, we both made mistakes. Um, so yeah, let's get started. So if you don't know, JL or TheCosmicKoopa, he was known as one of my best and closest friends for a long time. I gotta say, probably a few months. Um, we would talk to each other. We would even wish each other good morning. We would role play with each other. Heck, I came up with the first design of his character that he still uses today. So, yeah, we were pretty close to say the least. And there was one day where he invited me to one of his friend's servers. And this friend of his eventually became a close friend of mine. And someone thankful to the Lord that I'm still close friends with. I honestly consider myself very lucky for that fact. Um, so I joined his server. I became an administrator there because we bonded. Um, and honestly, this was around the time that my depression started to spike. Because if you know me, one thing that I despise is favoritism. And I was a very paranoid and cynical person at the time. And because of that, I was seeing a lot of that. Not only now, I'm not saying this actually happened. Again, I was paranoid. I was cynical. I was seeing this happen in the server. Um, it just did not make me feel great, and it went on even more with JL, to be honest, because uh, I think for like the last profile pic I remember he had before I stopped talking to him, it was one of his other friends in his profile picture, and I remember getting very jealous of that. And he not only did that, but he was also constantly tagging other people on Twitter. He had a Twitter as well. Constantly tagging other people, constantly raving about them, constantly saying, "Oh, they're the best person ever," and never did me. And for a guy at that time, it just really, really hurt me. And I got really mad at for it, and that's really just what started a bunch of our arguments. I mean, we got over them pretty quickly, but yeah. And I remember that was my first experience in that server. That was my first experience to a vent chat where you could just vent about life's issues and stuff. I was probably using that vent chat about every day, and that pissed him off. For some reason, I don't know why. I mean, he was going through depression too. Um, like one thing about him is that he had and still does has a very abusive mom, and honestly, I kind of blame her because she said some messed up stuff, very messed up stuff to him, stuff that no 16-year-old should hear, and I think he just let that take over him, and he essentially became his mom over the last few years. No, not few years, last few months of our friendship. He was just, and it seemed like he was this way. I really don't want to victimize myself here, but in that time, it honestly felt like he was that way to me and no one else. Um, he was rude. He was just not a fun guy to talk to. Um, I remember the day I finished my piano exam. I was really excited about it. Put it in the announcement chat since I was at admin. I'm like, yeah, I got this done. And then a few minutes later, I was getting a DM from him, and he was calling me arrogant. And that stuck with me for a while. Didn't make me feel great. We had a couple of bigger fights. The first one happened when I was just sick and tired of all this favoritism and stuff, and I eventually just blocked him. And eventually I blocked him because I was talking with another friend at the time who JL was talking to. He was saying, "Oh man, I'm so scared to talk to JJ. Man, wonder how he's gonna react." Um, and I was a nice guy. I wanted to be a nice guy, so I unblocked him. Uh, he accused me of more stuff. The main thing that really ticked me off was that he always had to be right. He would never admit when he was wrong. And so like as a result, I really couldn't win anything with him because he always had to be right, and that bugged me a lot. We eventually got over that. Blocked him for a few days. We made up. We were good for about another 2 weeks, I'd say. Then depression spike kicked in. I went to the vent chat. I threatened to leave the server. He got pissed off because I had left the server about 3 other times already because of my, depression spikes and stuff. He got pissed. I got pissed at him. Eventually just led to a shouting argument. Eventually just led to us both leaving each other. And I left the server too. And we haven't talked since. I think that was around April or May of this year. We haven't talked since. And I haven't talked to a lot of the people in that server because I made close friends with a lot of people in that server too. Haven't talked with them since then either. So, TLDR, I'll probably leave a timestamp in the description. TLDR, he was a good friend to me. He let his mom get the best of him. He became very rude to me, accusing me of stuff that honestly didn't even make sense. And he eventually just got sick and tired of my depression and just blocked me, left me. I will admit, I was ignorant. I was very skeptical, very doubtful. A lot of the time I wouldn't even listen to my friends, what they were saying about me. And it just pains me, just to look back on it. Like, wow, I was like that, right? Um, the real message I want to get out here is that, if you're suffering through depression, get some help. Pinpoint the root of the problem. His problem was that his main problem was actually his mom. He was saying a lot of messed up stuff to him, and I always encouraged him to get help, and he never got help. And I don't even think he has gotten help. And he just spiraled down, 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 down. So I think by what number one is get some help, whether it's professional counseling, whether it's just talking with your friends, whether it's doing something to cope. Get some help. Help yourself. And most importantly, if you're talking with your friends about this stuff, if you trust them that much, just believe them. If they're your friends, they wouldn't lie to you. They wouldn't say half truths to you. If they were really your friends, they would tell you the truth as it is. Because they want to help you, right? So just listen to your friends. Don't be a dick. And just get help. Yeah. So, thank you for watching, or thank you for listening if you listened. Um, I will see you guys later, another day. Bye.